Welcome to the Queendom,
a place where we talk about anything, all things, and everything in between.
with absolutely no judgment.
We're your hosts, Drea and Jelena.
Two melanated boy moms riding this life wave while trying to build an empire. So, grab a glass,
Sit back.
and chop it up with your girls.
You are now tuning in to the Queens of Kings podcast.
We are back with another episode with the Queens of Kings podcast. It's your girl, Drea.
And your girl, Jelena.
That was nice.
Thank you.
Jelena. That was real nice.
I'm hoping to get a podcast contract and recording contract.
Girl,
for this.
stop.
Okay.
Let's just get on with the podcast. We are back with another episode this week. Let's talk.
Yeah.
How are you?
I've been doing good. You know, like we're in October. October is like one of those busy months. We got a lot of birthdays going on.
Facts.
But it's also Halloween and fall. Like fall feels it really does feel good.
It does. Like, it's the perfect weather right now.
It is.
Sorry. I don't know what happened. I think the high now is like 85.
Girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Nighttime is like still 50s, maybe 55. That
Right.
feels so good. Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Yeah, now it's time to throw on a hoodie. Steal it. Take your hoodies, ladies. That's your possession.
I know that's
Somebody want
right.
to say you ain't never talked. Well, I got your hoodie then.
It's also that sneaky weather that you can start out the day with a sweater and a hoodie, but you might start sweating around.
Oh, I thought you said sneaky. I was off for that.
It is like the sneaky weather.
Did you say sneaky or sweaty?
Sneaky?
Why? They don't even sound the same. I don't know what the fuck I thought. Never mind.
Now
Sorry.
I'm questioning my whole existence. Did I say
Sneaky? Because I'm thinking like sneaky weather. Like what?
Yeah.
And then sweaty. Like if you wear a hoodie and then a daytime, you're going to be sweating. You know? So
Yeah.
that's why I was kind of wondering.
You got
where
to
you were going
dress
with
for
that.
like two different
seasons. Completely.
Yeah, but no. It's starting to feel really good. What's going on with you for like Halloween? What are you doing with the boys?
Oh, so as everyone knows, I have newly moved into my home. Actually, this month it's coming up on a year.
That's crazy.
I know, right? So in the neighborhood, I don't know if they're a part of like American Home Association. What is that called?
HSA?
Yeah, or not? But they have some dope ass homes and they do crazy decorations.
I love that.
Oh, I'm so excited! And every time I go to my sister's house, 'cause she's not too far from me, we'll drive through the neighborhood. I'm like, I cannot wait to go trick or treating.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, it's on a Monday this year. So I've already taken off, ready to take the boys. Just enjoy this weather and it not being too cold, being able to get them out of the house and just, walk the neighborhood.
Are you dressing up with the boys?
Probably.
What are your ideas?
I actually haven't even touched the idea yet. I've
Okay.
always wanted to do like a quadruplet thing, but they're not down with that.
Wait, what would that look like?
Like, I don't know, like fucking Mario, Luigi. And like all.
You don't think they would be down with it?
No, Caleb definitely won't be down.
Really?
Caleb is like, no, Mom, that's lame. And I'm like, why can't we all be a group? Like, let's just be a group.
Right.
He's not with it. Maybe 1 year, but nah, he ain't with it. What about you?
I'm excited. So I just kind of take Tylen's lead when it comes to
Oh, yeah. Costumes and stuff?
costumes. So this year he wants to be Miles Morales.
Cute. I love that.
Yes. And
Girl,
I
I just forgot. Anthony did tell me what he wants to be this year.
did he? What does he want to be?
Girl, Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
It's not happening.
What?
We're not dressing alike. What is Dragon Ball Z? He just said a couple weeks ago he had his birthday and it was Dragon Ball Z theme, and I'm like, who the fuck is Goku? And he was like, Dragon Ball Z. Baby, you have never watched an episode of Dragon Ball Z. Ever.
Well, you better get to learning.
Yeah, but I don't even think they have a female character. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure they might, but I'm just kind of like, I'm not with the anime thing, so we might just all have to be separate.
No, go with the flow with him.
Come on now. Why is he the leader of the pack?
I mean, because he's the only one that's made a decision.
Facts. Aiden will real quick be like, I'm not doing that.
Willie?
Willie, you be like, I'm not wearing that. No, I don't want to do that, Mom. I support that, son.
Yeah.
2 against 2.
Oh, goodness.
Caleb is not even an option, so it's really 2 against 1.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll maybe go to Party City or go to the Spirit Store, and maybe everybody's mind will change.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have high hopes for you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm going to be Gwen Stacy, which is, if you've
that?
seen Into the Spider-Verse, that's the girl. His best friend.
Ooh, that's going to be real
Yes.
cute. Oh, with your blonde hair, because she has blonde hair.
I was about to say, will it still be blonde? Then yes, it will.
Yeah.
But the little mask thing, because she wears a hoodie.
She does wear a hoodie. But your little blonde bang can peek out.
Yeah,
That'd
a
be cute.
blonde bang could peek out.
Keep out.
It could keep
Same
out.
thing. Whatever.
But that's
Yeah,
it.
but that'd be cute.
Hopefully
Nice.
try to hit up a pumpkin patch before all the tickets get sold out of the cool ones.
Man, because I was looking at tickets the other day for pumpkin night.
The last
And-
weekend is still open.
This is the last weekend?
No, the last weekend of October is open right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was looking this morning.
So I kind of want to I want to do all that with my babies. Like I'm
Same.
so in tune with my babies now to where literally my focus is just them and their happiness.
Man, it's such a beautiful space to be in too.
I'm really happy to be in that space for them.
Yeah. I'm
So-
happy for that for you too.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
For sure.
Are you happy for that for you?
I am.
Oh, okay.
I really. You don't look like you're happy. Are you happy?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's where you gave that energy.
My
You don't
bad.
look too happy about saying that.
This is the real ugly episode because I was like, let me. Girl, that was God don't like ugly.
Bring it back.
He knocked my whole mic over. Goodness.
Yeah, I'm happy where I'm at, period. Honestly, like my kids come first. They've always came first, but
Right.
now recognizing it and just putting it with my everyday life.
Yeah.
My kids come first, and then also mommy comes first. So no one else is taking that energy, and I love that for them. And
Yeah. No, for sure. And it shows. I love that. So with this series, we're ending with the good, the bad, the ugly, and the elevated. So this is our second to last episode of the season. And for this one, it's the ugly. Jandria and I wanted to
Sorry.
remove the mask, remove the makeup, and look in the mirror and really take a deep dive into some ugly characteristics about ourselves that we recognize that we're still working on actively, but we also wanted to kind of get real with where we are at with some of those things.
UG, you ain't got no alibi. That's why I started laughing because I just
How long you been
immediately.
waiting?
How long you been waiting to say that?
Right.
Just 45 seconds.
And so we were discussing this episode beforehand and kind of going over some of the things. So I'm excited to get into it. And it's also, I think it'll feel good to get it out.
I feel like this will be a very relatable episode
Right.
for a lot of women because a lot of women don't like touching on certain things. So with us just being transparent, it kind of gives you the floor to be like, I'm not the only one.
No, real talk. So who's starting?
You're starting.
Okay. So, definitely one of the things for me is I've developed over time that I've noticed that I can be very cold. Like when I was dating, I remember Jandria was telling me like I acted like a dude, like I was acting like a man. And what she was meaning by that is I was really able to remove my emotions from situations very quick. And I haven't always been that way.
She is a sir, ma'am.
I was a sir, ma'am.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rodney for that terminology. But really trying to figure out like where that coldness stemmed from. So where it stemmed from is basically trying to no longer care or put energy into someone or some situation that has hurt you in a major way. And you get to a point where like you are so drained that I'm tired of feeling this. So I feel like as a defense mechanism, I started to be very cold to that situation and not realizing that I was starting to be cold to every man. And I think that it was okay in just dating.
Right.
Because the dating world is all over the place right now. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
people are in it one day or in it for 6 months and then done.
They
in it for
change
3
their
months
mind.
and then,
They all
just
of a
one
sudden
day
wake
you
up
just
with
never hear
different
from.
intentions. Man.
So I think it was a good place to be just being in the dating world, because someone don't call me the next day, my feelings aren't hurt. I'm good. Like, I don't care how long we talked before that. But but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it was so easy for me to do that.
That's
like
crazy.
But now being in a
Goals.
relationship, it's not goals, because now being in a relationship, that coldness doesn't work there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm learning to fight through that for myself. And it's an issue that I didn't even know existed to that extent.
Right.
Because it was built for someone who hurt me, but you have someone coming into your life trying to literally love you.
Yeah.
And because of that defense mechanism, I have to tell myself to let my guard down.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to get.
Yeah.
I'm definitely trying to get to the I don't give a fuck stage completely. And I tell Jelena all the time, like, I just don't want to feel this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to care. I don't want to think about this person, the situation, how it hurt me. I think about it every single day. And I'm so fucking tired of thinking about it every single day.
Right.
I'm over it. I would ask myself all the time, like, why can't you just let it be and just cut it off? And I'm like, I can't. And I really don't have the answer why I can't right now. I mean, it was 14 years. It's a long fucking time, literally.
Right.
Considering I'm 36.
Right.
So that's half of my life.
It takes time.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I said almost half. But anyways, it does take time. But it's just kind of, I guess I'm looking at it in comparison, like, shit, you moved on. You went and had a whole nother situation and had completely moved on. Why can I do that?
I mean, but you also have to understand that individuals are different. You never know where someone is emotionally. And a lot of times people don't know where they are emotionally until they get to that point. So that's why I think it's important when in dating and really being with someone who's really in tune and open and emotionally intelligent, to understand those and be able to communicate those moments when they happen. Because a lot of times they don't know what's happening, but they're still going with the flow until one day it's like, this isn't for me. But we've still been in it.
Right.
So, but it's just gonna take time. At the end of the day, it is a learning experience. What I do know is what I've been through. I won't go through again. But I also think that that's where my defense mechanism comes from.
Right, and I feel like that. I feel like where I'm at and what I've done before, I will never do it again, which is scary for me because that tells me that I'm limiting myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a hopeless romantic. I still believe in love.
Right.
But also I look at every single person that comes my way like you're full of shit.
I feel like that's a phase of the healing process, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But also a lot of people are full of shit. So,
right. And it's hard to really tell who's genuine nowadays.
Right. And I think that that's where, as you heal, as your connection and your relationship with God opens up, and he will lead you to where you need to be at that specific moment. I mean, I've talked about it here on the podcast, how before I met my boyfriend, he was just like, I need you to let everything go. And I'm like, everything? Like right now. But I think it's just because it was a moment in my life where I felt healed. I felt ready, not fully healed, but healed enough. I had grown enough and was connecting to God. So I feel like when that moment comes for you, it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah. I got to get the connection back with God too.
Yeah.
It's always there, but it needs to be deeper for sure.
Yeah. And then with you saying like you can't wait to kind of get to the space where I am, the thing about being kind of cold and getting your guard up is that it's hard to only attach it to the people you intended it for. It's very hard to turn on and off that switch.
Right.
So like there's almost this numbness that you create that I'm like I noticed it because I'm like, wow, like you had no emotion to that.
Yeah, that's
so but that's an effect of creating that, and now I'm trying to like fight through that because I don't want to be that way, and he doesn't deserve that at all.
Right, for sure. Shout out to him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I completely agree with you, to be honest. I do think it's going to be a phase because if you know me and you know me, I've always been a lover. So I don't think that's going to go away. That's just me, period.
Right.
And I don't want to change who I am at all because other motherfuckers ain't shit. But it's just, and you know what? I don't want to blame it on anything. But, you know, as people are healing, learning, or whatever, unfortunately, when people have to be in that path to get messed over, it's a learning process for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I still want to be the full person, you know, get there and healed and all that stuff. It just sucks the in-between time.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, like, I mean, now it's more of it's no intention with anything, like, when it comes to men, period.
Right.
But I don't know.
Okay. So reveal some of your truths. What is your ugly?
I have a lot of uglies. But I guess with my ugly about myself is I am very, very insecure.
Okay.
Very insecure. And I feel like I mask that a lot with my sexualness.
Okay.
And I don't say I guess. No, I know. How I put off like being confident, it's more of a sexual. And really, I want more than that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So a lot of tension that I get nowadays is more of sexual. And it's like, y'all don't get nowhere with it because I'm not going to do nothing with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I put that energy off as well. I've always naturally put that off anyways.
Right.
But now it's more of, I feel like I'm filling a void. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so used to being with somebody and having some type of attention from that person or whatever. Now, because I don't have anyone and I'm single, I feel like I'm filling that void with just not necessarily anybody, but, you know, I put that off to feel something, you know?
Is it the attention that you get from putting that out there?
Yeah.
It kind of is like, feels good?
It does feel good.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I know my worth and I'm still learning my worth as well and getting back to my worth. Let me say that. But yeah, just that attention period and what comes with it is just like, okay, this feels good, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like I need some hype men.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
That feels good. It pumps you up. It gives you that little burst of like ego. You know what I mean? It's like that reminder of, okay, yeah, like.
Yeah, it feels good. But yeah, it's definitely a mask for sure.
Yeah.
But in another ugly about me is I can be very mean.
Okay.
There's and when I say mean, it's I'd hate to use the word evil.
No, definitely not evil.
But I'm not an evil person, I know that, but like my mind can go very mean whenever people do me wrong. Like it's a big fuck you. I wouldn't. My actions don't show, but it's a complete fuck you. Like I wish you never existed.
Yeah.
And that's just like, I feel like the hardest thing to do as a human being is have to deal with someone and you know that they did you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to deal with you for the rest of my life and I really can't fucking stand you, you know? And it's just, it sucks.
Yeah.
Really bad. So I just, sometimes I wish it would, and okay, I'm getting ugly. I hate feeling like that because at the end of the day, like, it wouldn't be easier without these people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wouldn't be easier without these people. So it's kind of like, why would you even think like that?
Yeah.
But then because emotionally I'm still connected.
It's that hurt.
It's it's the hurt. And it's so, when I tell you like using the word and even understanding the word bitter and resentment, like resentful and shit like that.
Yes.
Like the definition is where I'm at. That is my ugly. Like I'm very resentful. I'm not bitter. But certain things might come off like I'm bitter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But no one really, like, y'all don't see that. No one sees that. No one at all. I just hold it in. But then when I hold it in, I feel like I'm falling apart.
I get that wholeheartedly.
I feel like I am falling apart at all times. So whenever someone says like, "Are you okay?" really want to be like, "Fuck no, I'm not okay."
Yeah.
Like I can cry at the drop of a dime at all times, because it's like I just don't understand why people do Jandria like this. Like I'm such a good person.
Yeah.
I'm a good-hearted person. I intentionally want to see you do better, and I want that same energy given to me. And I'm not getting that same energy back. So I'm so, honestly, I'm mad at that person, but also I'm mad at myself.
I was just, yep.
Why the fuck did you give them that
Yes.
power
Yes.
to even bring you down to where you are?
But at the time, you did not know.
No, I didn't know, but
And understand the power of power and energy. You know what I mean? Like, at the time as it going, you're not thinking about all of that. Like,
No.
you won't let that shit happen again. But back then, it was just going, oh, this feels good right now. This person is great.
Right, but you know when something don't feel good. You know when something is wrong.
For
You
sure.
know when something is off. So why let it linger for that long? That's what I'm upset with myself about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So many years, and this is not even just my most recent breakup. So many years of just allowing some shit to go on. Like, I feel like now, honestly, to where it's not an if, because I will be with somebody else. It's going to get to a point to where my cutoff is so strong. Something's off. Fuck that. Nope. We're not doing it. Either you fix it or we're done.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be so hard like that, because people are still human beings.
Right.
I'm still a human being, and I'm still learning. I'm still, I want to find that partner to where the effort is in there, both parts. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, I love you so much to where, or I fuck with you so much. You don't even have to be loved just yet. Like, I fuck with you so much that I'm going to, like, how do we fix this to where we don't let go? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For the first time ever in life, yes.
Yeah. Because there are people out there,
Right.
and I hate, for the other people there's amazing people out there. I've
That
said it
part.
before. There's amazing people out there, but because the world is so fucked up and not healing, that they're not given a chance, because you giving all this energy to some motherfuckers that don't deserve it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yes, my ugly, moral of the story. My mental, it's getting much better. I will say that. But it's definitely went to some dark places. And I don't like that, because that's just not me.
Yeah.
And I really want to work on that. And work on me, period.
I think that you're doing a great job of it. Like, I say that it's because it's a daily work. It's like what Iyanla Vanzant always says, you have to do the work. Like, you literally have to be intentional about growing and getting out of negative spaces. Because if you don't, it will swallow you whole.
Yeah.
And there's moments where sometimes it might get you for a little bit. But what I love that I'm able to personally witness with you is that every day there is acknowledgement of it, and your acknowledgement of wanting to get out of that space.
Yeah.
And that's part of the work.
I'm just fucking tired of talking about anything about it.
You'll get
Does that
real
show anything
tired
about me?
of
This show not thinking about my black ass. So why the fuck?
That's the worst, man.
Man, y'all not thinking about me, so why the fuck am I thinking about y'all? The fact that I will say that where my growth is, the fact that I can laugh about this, even though I'm still hurt, and not cry about it every single day, that's my growth. So that's my pat on the back for myself, is that it's no longer tears. It's just kind of like, move next every day.
Yeah.
It's something that I can talk about it, but it's not a weeks, it's not a months, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a everyday progress of, like, yes, you still ask yourself, why the fuck did they do me like that? But also, you get to a point to where which I'm not there. You get to a point of maturity to where you can sometimes say, like, why do they do me like that? And you're trying to understand them more than the situation itself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a great space for whoever's there to be there. I'm not there.
I mean, I think that there's I think that's a point of giving grace to a situation, but not allowing somebody to disrespect you and overstep on your boundaries. Like there's a line for it. You know what I mean? Like I can give grace and have understanding of this, but I don't have to be a part of your trauma. I don't have to be a part of your process. So I think that once you can remove yourself from it, you can give it grace, but then also not everything should be awarded grace.
Facts. And another part of not understanding is just whenever I chose to take this time to heal.
Not everybody does that. And a lot of men don't do that.
They
Period.
move on.
Yeah, no.
And just create a new life.
The thing is with women, more specifically, when you're leaving a relationship where kids are involved, is that level of responsibility of being good for your kids, you can't just allow for energy to come in. Like you got to deal with that ish.
Sit in your shit.
You have to, because one of us has to.
And I'm the motherfucker that's doing it.
And we're the ones that they see every day. We're the energy that they're feeding off of.
Right.
So, and I mean,
and I guess that's the natural part of it, because
Yeah.
us as moms, let's talk about mom, not women.
Right.
Us as moms, like we have to put someone before ourselves. Every single day we have to make sure that they're good. So it's kind of like certain things click to say like, okay, if I'm not good, they can't be good.
Yeah.
So it does make you step back a little bit and be like, I can't move forward without making sure that this is okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not okay, they're not going to be okay. So no one else, I don't even have enough fucking energy to entertain anything else but this.
And to be perfectly honest with you, like I've gotten better in that area, but that's where a lot of my resentment came from. That exact thing that you said. To see someone go on and completely live this life as if you didn't exist.
Man, like literally I didn't exist. Like it just clicks that fast to where they switch it off. Like
whereas
next.
you have half of them attached to you every single day.
And they fucking reminders every single day. I have to look at you and you're a reminder of this hurt.
That resentment and those feelings harbor from in your core, your heart, your spirit. It drains you. It takes the energy from you, and it takes a minute to get over those feelings. But I think that's another thing that made me be so cold.
Yeah.
Because I was tired of feeling everything else.
And that's where I mean, not in a negative way, but that's where I want to be.
Right. No, I get
want
you.
to be
I get
cold.
you.
I really want, because I'm so, now it's not even just him that I was connected to. Of course I have his kids, but his family.
Right. Yeah.
Super fucking connected. So like to even just all of that change, in a dynamic of, not that it just changes, you know what I'm saying? But certain dynamics of that change, it comes with the territory. Me understanding that is huge as well.
Right.
So like you said, I have constant reminders every day of that. And it's kind of like with the whole situation itself, just being in it and trying to look past it, but you can't.
Yeah.
Is a whole task.
It's a shift that happens in perspective. And I think that you're getting there, because I think the thing that came for me is when I really started to be like, man, me and Tylen are really good. Like, you know what I mean? Like this space and this energy that we've created, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm so okay with where we are. Whatever happens, if it falls on me, it falls on me. Like, okay.
Yeah. And I think we were saying
and I don't have any
earlier.
negative feelings towards that anymore. But it took a long time to really get to that. But that shift does happen.
Yeah, I feel you. I remember when that shift happened for you. I was excited for you, for sure.
Yeah. And girl, what are you telling? That shit's so heavy, Jandrea. Like holding on to that.
Mean?
That shit's heavy.
It's super heavy and it's draining. Like you said, with your energy, like there's only 24 hours of the day.
Right.
And if you're thinking about this stuff, and your mind is a crazy place to be. That's why, and you know what, I think about it, that's why I don't like being alone. because I think and I think and I think and I think, and it just replays in my head. Why am I here? Why am I going through this? Why did this happen to me? Why am I always the one to get fucked over?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't like constantly thinking about that. So sometimes I do want to fill a void, just like take my mind off of this.
Yeah.
But then people be like, find a hobby. That fucking don't work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, you can find a hobby and be like, okay, well, I'm going to go do this. I'm still by myself and I'm still thinking. The mind of a multitasker is crazy.
Yeah.
I can be working and still thinking about this. I can be taking care of my kids and still be thinking about this. My mind is still going because I'm over here still replaying like, oh, I could be doing this with this. I could be doing this with this person. I can, you know what I'm saying? Like having a family. It's not just, I've gotten to a place, I'm getting to a place to where I envision everything with just me and my boys.
That's it. That is it. Erasing the vision and that picture that you had in your head.
Yes. And it's very hard.
It's extremely hard.
Especially when you thought somebody was going to be here forever.
And that's that shift in perception. When I started to realize it's me and him.
That's it.
You know, like, I think the first few Christmases we had, like, I was depressed.
Few Christmases. Shit, I'm getting to number 2 and I'm about to cry.
Sorry.
God damn it.
Like, even though we didn't really have that, didn't even have that opportunity to, a dream was crushed in my head.
Yeah.
So, like, having Christmas with just me and Tylen in the house was low-key depressing.
What?
With all of those holidays. It wasn't until maybe like 2 years ago to where I was like, this is us. Like, this is our family. Like, this is it.
Yeah.
But those first couple, it was like, I can still feel what I felt in those moments because it was just so,
it feels empty a little bit.
It feels very empty. Like all the holidays felt like that.
Yeah, because you're so used to them being certain ways.
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, last year, I will say, coming up on year 2, I think I'll be okay. But last year, when I tell you every holiday that came, it stressed me the fuck out to think about it. And because everything has always been with family.
Right.
Which is not my family. So it's kind of like I've always had this. We've been doing it for years, over a fucking decade.
Yeah.
So for it to change, like last year, when I say I cried so much every day.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, like it's going to be just me and y'all, and then also to have to share it with somebody else that has literally made a whole nother situation.
Right.
Like thinking like I'm gonna be alone, but you're not alone. I'm gonna be alone with my kids, or I have to be alone by myself because I'm allowing you to have the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have made this whole little thing over there, and it's kind of like, how do you do that? You know what I'm saying?
Girl.
Like. I'm not to, like I said, I'm not to a place to where I'm even trying to understand it, but it's kind of like, it's so fucked up. That's at the end of the day, like that's my ugly, like that's some fucked up shit.
Extremely.
Like I'm sitting here and I'm doing Christmas by myself. 2 years ago we was in onesies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Family fucking pictures. And last year, it was just me and my kids, me putting up the Christmas tree by myself. You know what I'm saying? Not the normal music in the background, you know, drinks going, the kids running around and stuff like that. It was just me.
Yeah.
You know, Thanksgiving, I had just moved into my house and I'm over here trying to make it this whole ordeal to make it feel normal by myself. It's so fucking depressing.
You were with me, I think, the first holiday. It was Thanksgiving, and it was at his house, and I remember being over there. His new girlfriend was there. His whole family was there. I gave the baby like a bath, and I'm in this house. That was supposed to be the house that I was supposed to raise my child in with you and your new girlfriend, your entire family, and I had to leave my child there.
I know you called me when we got in the car.
As soon as I got in the car, I was like, I cannot go home. Like, can y'all go meet me for a drink?
Yeah.
Because...
Oh, like, we sure did. We went to fucking No Frills Grill.
We did. And my other best friend, God knew what I needed in that moment. Because he sat me at a table with 3 men who are some of the most amazing fathers that poured into me that night. Exactly what I needed in that moment.
Yeah.
But, so I girl, like... I think if I didn't do that, I would have lost my shit that night.
No, for real. Like, that is some scary shit. Like, just your mind is a scary place to be, especially when you're alone and you're hurt and you're broken.
And my son was 1.5, like 2, like young. That's it. Holidays.
Oh, gosh.
Girl.
Crazy.
It is. Okay. I got another ugly.
Okay.
So I saw this meme. Well, not a meme. You know, we love memes, so. It was a TikTok, and this girl was like, my toxic trait is that my love language is acts of service, but I won't ask for help. And if you offer to give it to me, I'll tell you I don't need it. And I was like, are we related?
Right. That's my first cousin.
I do not know how to ask for help. I will sometimes drown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
no life
float.
jacket. No.
In an ocean.
I could have picked up that life jacket. I just was just like, let's just go for it, girl.
Yeah.
Like jump in head first.
Okay. So how is that you're ugly?
Because I allow myself to drown when I don't have to.
Yeah.
And that has been financially, that's been emotionally, that's been a lot of ways. I feel like I can carry that load by myself.
Are you pretending to be strong? What is that?
I think that I was raised to be very independent, but I let it get bigger than what it was supposed to be.
Bitch, ask for help.
And so asking for help is the hardest thing for me to do. And we talk so much about wanting to step into and I think that we should talk about it in our Elevate episode, really wanting to step into your soft girl season and release some of this shit we hold on to.
Oh, for sure. That will definitely be a part of that right there, though.
Yep.
That will definitely be a part of that because soft girl season is upon us.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
But I think that
it's called soft girl season or era. Soft girl era. That's what it's called.
I don't want a season. I want a life.
Yeah. Soft girl life.
Soft girl life.
For eternity.
I don't need it to
y'all
end.
out. Right. Please don't stop. That's hilarious.
But me and Jandria always sit up here and we talk being authentic and being real with yourself and being transparent. And we thought that was an important part of ending this season, was being really, really real with where we are and the things that we're dealing with on a regular basis with emotion and with trying to grow. So thank you for listening and giving us the space as well, just like we hope to give to you guys, to be judgment free and really get things out there without worrying about what other people think about it, because we all go through the same shit.
Facts.
We just carry it differently.
Everybody carries it differently, and I think that it's important for everyone to, like Jelena said, just being transparent and just stop judging ourselves, period.
Right. Stop judging ourselves. That's it.
Stop judging ourselves. And at the end of the day, we're all human beings. And just get real with yourself. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Really talk to yourself. And I told her earlier, no one can use your flaws against you if you know your flaws. So you can't tell me shit I don't know about myself already, so you can't use that against me.
Facts.
So think about things that way. Keep that your motto, and, I'll keep moving forward because we're all elevating, for sure.
Yep, and take it day by day. Yeah, take it day by day, moment by moment. Depression is very real, and it doesn't look the same. Sometimes it can be a moment, and that moment can be heavy as hell.
Yeah.
So please give yourself grace, but also don't be blind to the things that you go through. Acknowledge those.
And don't sit there too long.
Yeah.
Don't sit there, deal with it, but don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself grace and get up.
Ask for help if you need it. Talk to somebody. Whatever you need to do in those moments. But
for sure. We always have an inbox. Reach out to us.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So we also wanted to highlight, we didn't get to touch on this for the first 2 episodes, but if you're on our Instagram page, and I'm sure most of you know, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is this month. And so when it comes to this horrible disease, I think we've all been impacted in some way.
For sure.
So for me personally, my paternal and maternal grandmothers both had breast cancer. My paternal grandmother, my dad's mom, she actually passed away from it when I was about 5 or 6 years old. And my maternal grandmother, my granny, is still with us and is a breast cancer survivor of over 30 years. So it's something that's been very close to home. So just any loved ones out there who are going through this, if you've lost loved ones due to the horrible disease, but early detection is key.
Get checked out.
Don't be scared to do your self-examinations, to go get checked out. I don't care if you think it's fine, just get it checked out.
Just in case, always.
Yeah. Take care of yourselves, women, also men. We talked about this last year, that it's common amongst men. Well, it can happen in men as well. I honestly think that Beyonce's dad came out and said that he was diagnosed with with breast cancer. I saw an article last week. So just wanted to highlight a little bit of that for the month. But y'all, we love y'all. Thank you again for letting us talk y'all's ear off for the last 42 minutes.
For sure.
Thank you for being our therapist today.
Always.
We needed it. We will be back next week with the Elevated and the final episode of season 3.
That was so perfect.
We're going to leave on a high note then. Bye, y'all.
See you later.